lead in that game.
That's right.
Oh, look at the lefty in the stands. Jerry Blevins.
One of my favorites. He's doing great on TV, by the way. Have you gotten a chance to listen to him?
He is.
It's great.
Fantastic. By the way, I got scammed this morning. I almost got scammed.
No.
Yes.
Tell?
I got an email with the FPL, which is Florida Power and Light logo, that said you did not pay a down payment of X amount of dollars, and we are going to turn off. We send a guy out today. If it's not paid within 30 minutes, we're going to shut your power down. 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
And I bit the hook.
You fell for that?
And I called the guy, and I'm listening to this guy, and then finally I snap. I said, I go, I know you were a monopoly. Okay, I've been here for 20-something plus years. I pay on time, and you're going to send a guy out and shut my power down in 30 minutes? That is baloney.
Can I ask you one question, Keith? The guy you got on the phone, was he a Nigerian prince?
No, he wasn't. He had a Spanish accent, and I just snapped on him.
Well, let me ask you a question. In the course of all of this, reading the email, getting a little nervous, calling the number, snapping on the guy, at what point did you realize that this was not actually Florida Power and Light threatening to turn off your electricity?
I've been a very dependable customer. I said, this is baloney. So I called my banking institution, and Lillian, as my representative down in Florida, and she just said, Keith, no. I had to pay through Zelle, and I never heard of Zelle, and it's really almost like Todd Zeal's spelling. It's Z-E-L-L-E. I go, what's Zeal? Zelle. I go, what the heck is that? You got to be kidding me. Then it kind of sunk in.
Fastball. You guys don't mind if I don't do the wave. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Yeah, Ronnie, we saw a couple of guys in the dugout doing the wave last night.
That's right.
But you declined.
That went out with like the 86 Mets or something.
Just wait till we start playing some night games and we get all the scores on there at once.
Just call in the SNY. Let us know if you like the scoreboard.
Who should they call?
Call us live.
Would you like to give out your cell phone number so that they can call you directly? Oh, this is FPL. I love the scoreboard. 3-2 coming. Anyway, Keith, so an obstacle on the road last night?
Yes, and I had to swerve at the last minute. It's not well lit out there, and you get out in the 50s and 60s, those exits. So I still had the reflexes, and I had swerved to the right. I was in the Hove lane, and my front tire hit it, and it didn't move, and it started rattling, making a rattling noise. And I was going around 55 miles an hour. You know, the speed limit. So
what are the chances of that?
I moved over immediately to the slow lane and went home 40 miles an hour, and I've made it home. So I was on the phone all day today with insurance and Tesla.
So what did you hit?
I don't know what I hit, but it didn't move.
So
it was a heavy object, and it was probably, I'm going to say, 6 inches high, and it was probably around 3 feet wide. It was like shaped like a bullion, and a gold bullion, but it was bigger, much bigger. I'm going to be a wealthy man.
Maybe you should go back.
Maybe it came. But it scared the heck out of me, nonetheless. But I made it home, and I got here at 12 noon because I was on the phone all morning getting everything together, and my car is going to get towed to Tesla in Smithtown and get worked on.
Now that's 2 near-death experiences in the last 2 years.
Don't say 3 is the charm, please.
Well, I'm not sure a charm is exactly what it would be.
I know.
Well, you got a forum here. Would you like to make an appeal to Elon?
Well, maybe I'm like a cat. I have 9 lives.
Well, you're close to a cat. I know that.
His play on Sunday afternoons.
Yeah. Will he talk to you, Steve?
Probably not.
Yeah, guys, I think I'm going to let him be a little bit today.
And
he likes the mook.
Keith,
either that or it's his own name.
Oh, well.
I don't see what number. He's not wearing number 1.
Well, I didn't see the number.
That's funny. He's here. He's there. He's every bleeping where. McNeil.
Underdog.
I was standing out here. It was a lot colder than it is right now before the game. And I looked out in center field and saw Adam Ottavino barefoot. And obviously I had to ask him about it. You're seeing just a piece of it right here, but he was probably standing out in center field talking with former friends, teammates with the Rockies for about a half an hour. He said it's actually something he does every day. We usually just don't catch it because it's before everybody gets to the ballpark usually. It's a technique called grounding that connects you to the earth. Nice play by Mazika to end the inning, but apparently he started doing it about 3 years ago, and nice way to disconnect from the outside world and get him in touch with the baseball world. That's how he describes it.
I do it as well, but it's in the Turks and Caicos, not in center field. Well, what's great about where I'm sitting right here, by the way, I was kicked out of my seat, moved seats already. Some young girl, very, very sweet, she said, someone said you used to be a pretty good pitcher in the day, but I don't really care because this is my seat. So I had to move to now I'm sitting on the first base side, closer to the Mets dugout, where I get a great view of David Peterson, who I think is a really big key, guys, in the next 4 to 6 weeks as the Mets wait for their 2 big guns to come back.
Now you're officially a Met fan, Ronnie. You flopped in a seat and got kicked out of it. There you go.
That's good. You know, what's interesting, guys, on the on-deck circle, there's 9 different things over here, from an aerosol can to a rosin bag to, of course, the pine tar, 2 roll-ups that have glue on them, a weighted bat, a cylindrical cone that goes on a bat, and some kind of thing that looks like it could be involved in a criminal enterprise. And I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it doesn't look right.
You know, with all that stuff on the on-deck circle, that's very problematic for catchers that have to look up and go for pop-ups.
1 out. Let's check in with the studio for a game break brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Here's Sal Licata. Sal? Why are we showing Yankee highlights? Hey, we have really upped the technology this year on the giveaways. I mean, you know what they're doing for us, right?
Listen, the first bobblehead they had of us, I looked like Ronald Reagan. I mean, we'll see.
Well, I don't know about the likenesses. I can't really attest to those. But the technology of upgrading from a bobblehead or a gnome to a bobble gnome is great. But for us this year, we're going to have 3 separate bobbleheads that connect like a jigsaw puzzle into one bobblehead. I haven't seen it yet, but I mean, you talk about taking a step forward in technology. That's big.
Like Lego.
Yeah, we're going to be Lego. You know that. You've got a 6-year-old. You know what Lego's all about. 3-1 to Eduardo Escobar leading off in the home second.
So who has the last piece? That is the biggest piece.
I'm the last piece.
There we go. Well, that makes sense.
I don't know if it's the biggest piece.
No, that makes sense because of the whole booth thing. You are the biggest piece.
Well, you know, there's ball 4 to Escobar. I mean, Keith's having his number retired, and you got 99 wins as a Met. You know, I'm this September giveaway to try and, you know, coax somebody into the ballpark then.
September call-up.
That's it.
What do we need? Sunglasses?
Wait a second. What? No, that's not sunglasses. It's
the Pitchcom.
It's the Pitchcom.
Well, I'll tell you, the Pitchcom really has been speeding up the games at an amazing rate.
Everybody just getting adjusted to the new technology. And now Lindor steps in. Happy to see Castellanos out of the game after he struck him out twice. A lot of Met fans in town. I don't know about you, Keith, but I have seen as many Met fans for a midweek series in Philadelphia here as I've seen in a long time.
Take the train down, take a drive down. I myself prefer the train.
You use the quiet car?
What's the quiet car?
That's where you're not allowed to talk or talk on your phone.
Oh, no. I sit up first class.
Well, on that note, let's send it down to Steve Gelb. Steve?
What do I do now?
I don't know.
What do I do now?
Something that is worthy of Mr. First Class over here.